know this map, that they know their rotations. This is where the strategy was born, and I think this is really where we're going to see some awesome PUBG Mobile.
I mean, we are going to be seeing some awesome PUBG Mobile. We have some of the best teams in the world competing with us today. We got the world champion from last year. We got PMGO champions participating in this tournament as well. This has some of the best that PUBG Mobile has seen over the past couple of years. Some of these names will be extremely familiar. Some may be new to you. But hey, we'll try to break it down for you game by game and tell you the story of every single one of these incredible teams and incredible players. But you know what? For now, we're going to leave you with the lovely highlights from the first game, and hopefully we should be returning shortly after game number 2 is about to start. So hopefully see you guys in a few. Ladies and gentlemen, surprise, surprise! We're back with game numero dos. That's right, game number 2. Game number 2 is live, and we can see the lovely little plane path on Erangel hopping on from the south of, well, I would say like right between, I want to say adjacent to the bridge in George Pool, separating the north and the south, and heading all the way towards the southern eastern side of military base. Lovely little plane path, lovely little break. But now we are jumping right back into the action for the second game of the day for the PUBG Mobile Hong Kong Invitational. It's still me, Sandstorm. It's still Neptura, and we are still here.
We are still here. You're so right. So we are right and ready to go. Game number 1, shush. Game number 1 was awesome, was absolute fire. I'm expecting to see nothing less here today, especially with that zone kind of away from the rest of the plane path, right? It doesn't really center on at all. It goes up to that north side, going up to Severny as well, and Zeta with, what was that, with the glider, I think? But Vexy goes down.
Ow.
No, he's not down. He's in the vehicle. There we go. He goes on out. Eventually, that first blood. Void Donkey being the first one to lose a player here as we look over to WBG. He is going to be the one to take out that player. So 1 point on the board for WBG already.
Yeah, very quick elimination coming in within the first couple of moments of this second game. But speaking towards, I want to say, before we get into the zone, before we get into that, boys and girls, right now in the chat, let me know who's winning game 2. Tell me, spam it. Is it LGD? Hashtag LGD. Is it APG? Hashtag APG. Give me the hashtag plus the tag of the team, and let me know who is winning that game.
Who is winning
now?
that game?
Oh, actually, you wanted the predictions now?
I want to do the predictions now.
You know what? I will give it to... I don't want to give it to Alpha 7. I don't think we're going to be seeing a back-to-back this early in the tournament. I think... You know what? Yeah, I'll go LGD. I'm gonna believe in LGD in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna choose LGD for myself and for Maxman.
And for Maxman, okay.
Yeah, he may not be here, but his presence will be felt with a prediction for LGD.
With the curse. Okay. I'm gonna go with, would it be silly of me to go Team Spirit?
No, I don't think so. I wanted to choose Spirit. On some level, I wanted to choose Spirit, but I'm like,
Yeah. You know what? Team Spirit. I'm gonna go with Team Spirit for a wrangle. Come on, guys. You got it. You got this.
Well, you got Spirit for me. You got Spirit for Neptura, and you got LGD for me. And of course, let us know who you think is going to win. And you know what? Since Maxman's in the chat, Big Boy Max, let us know who do you think is going to be winning this game. Give me your prediction, my boy. I need to know.
Yes. And we're watching closely. But Raw Talk free for Influence Rage, Team Spirit on the move. I like to see that we're seeing a lot of teams move quite quickly to where they need to go, right? There's no dilly-dallying, as they say. Team Spirit going to be moving over into this position. This is their normal drop spot. They like farm a lot, but it also is slightly in zone. So actually, they're one of the teams that don't need to think too hard about zone right this point in time. Also, Nomi, saw that. You're driving like me. Stop it.
Wow. Did you teach him?
No. No. He taught me, bro. He taught me.
Okay. So you're saying that your driving is bad because of him? That's what you're saying?
Yes, but nobody clip that because everybody always says I drive really badly.
Listen,
and
I already know who's clipping this. Hi, DK.
No. No. Dang it, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not wrong. The man doesn't miss.
That's true.
The man just does not miss. Now let's see who's going to not miss in this game. KN, I haven't seen much of them in this in the first game for Kinotrope Gaming. We got Finale, Ozzy-san, Mark. I'm gonna butcher the last two, PIR and Tamer. I'm gonna go with that. We got a 4 in the Tamer, but we'll but we got Tamer, Mark, Finale.
Nice.
Yeah, we saw that first zone. Any teams in the minute military base or topo or anything. It's gonna take them some time to get there. Divine from Reject, just, you know, a couple of pot shots here and there. A little bit of, hey, we're over here. Don't think about parking.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you want to do. You're controlling that space, and you're not controlling it for yourself. You're controlling where the other team can go. So that's really nice. We do have a little bit of a clash here. KN versus DRX on that rotation, just getting kind of rotation clashed here, and Soaz wants nothing to do with it. He's off on his own there. They're going to allow that compound to go over to KN. A quick and probably smart decision coming in here.
Let's see what decision is going to be made. Because right now, Spirit, they have quite a lot of work to do. I mean, keep in mind, this is only game number 2, day 1. Average-wise, in terms of points, I think we're looking at maybe 50 by the end of day 1. 55 for first place, something like that.
I think it's going to be more. You got A7 with 18 points in the first map. We've got 5 more games to go. Even if they average 5, 6, or 7 points a game after this, we're looking at 50 odd, and then everybody else, you know, that's if A7 have a bad day for the rest of the day. But 18-point game to start off the day, LGD with 15, I think we're looking at more like 70 points. 70 or 80.
70
But that's
or
just
80.
me. Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit on the higher end, but let's see. That's going to require 1 or 2 teams to kind of dominate the leaderboard. We'll see if that's going to continue with the 3 teams that we have right now. Still early days, though. BTR, Razy. We got a lot of, I want to say, AZs, Razy, Ragey.
Oh.
Look, there's Raze. Riot, no.
There is Raze. Gonna come pick up his teammate here, I think. Yeah, just gonna do a little drive-by. There we go. Pick him on up, get on out of dodge. If you can, because the Scar can be pretty nasty in the hands of these players. But no, they're gonna just let them go. They've made their point, right? They don't need to really do too much else. They're like, listen, we're over here. We don't want you over there. Go away. Point taken. Oh. Sandstorm, I'm scared. Kitsune is off on his own again. It's the docketing all over again, and Zeta is also here. Could be a 1v1.
No, it doesn't really work the same way the docketing. No, it doesn't really work the same way docketing does. But look, hey, the side of Spirit do have this player from Voin Donkey surrounded from a couple of different sides as he's trying to steal the battle plans from inside the house. Don't think they're going to be helping you out that much. Look at Alpha 7 and then where they're coming in from the northeastern side, coming from the, I believe, from the likes of Zarky, from that angle. No one's on that northern western side, so they have a lot of room to work with over there. I don't know what you're shooting, but...
Sure, why not? Go for it. Go for it, dude. Just making noise. Just kind of going, hey, we're over here, by the way. Leave us alone. I will say there's a couple of teams that are kind of still out in the blue, still got that rotation coming in quite late. One of those is being Vampire Esports. Vampire, they're bottom of the leaderboards right now. Only one of 2 teams with 0 points on the board. So they're really looking for a quiet game here, just trying to make sure that they get what they need to do done. But Team Spirit, Sandstorm, Zeta might have a great little nade there. Doesn't do anything. They're up on the stairs, but that was a knock on to Matic. Matic will get revived. It's fine, but this is where Team Spirit now have kind of let themselves be surrounded a little bit. I'm not sure that this was necessarily the play. They did want to help Kitsune, right? But now you've got the rest of Voin Donkey behind you. You've got Tiamba now who's moved in. They're gonna have to give it. Oh, and then it's A7. Sandstorm, it's A7 right in front. This might actually spell the end for Voin Donkey here. These big sprays coming through.
Surprised they made it through all this way. They're still making it. 2 squads are focusing hard on them at the moment. Potato! Help! The whole potato's dead. It's just the skin that was left, and now he's healing. How did that happen? Yeah, it was just the skin that survived. Holy moly, Potato making it out alive. And the fact that they didn't lose anyone. It
That's
was only
crazy.
Zeta that was left behind, though. Zeta's going to be going for
Oh,
the
effect.
1v4. Yeah, I mean,
That is
look,
bold.
you can warm up a nade as long as you have someone to cover you while you're peeking with that nade.
There we
But
go.
now
No?
Zeta just gonna throw a couple of smokes, deny vision, and now it's like, you wanna get that elimination? You want this point? Come fight me for it. Get in here.
That's why. Oh, Nomi very nearly going out there. How? How is he still alive? Zeta, what kind of armor you got on, bro? That's crazy work coming in from Zeta. Just able to avoid it. And now here getting backstabbed. Nomi goes down. Effect is going to be not the next to fall. He does get the clutch going on. Effect with that S12K, able to do some damage over there. Void Donkey, that was smart, but Effect is just too good for you. But is he too good for the rest of the teams that are currently taking shots over here? Maybe not. That is going to be one loss on the side of Team Spirit. Effect is going to res back up here. A7, surprisingly quiet in this fight. They don't have enough information to really third party this well enough. So we'll see how that goes for him. Let's see.
I feel like Void Donkey definitely rushed into coming back into that fight. Zeta was the only person left alive. You had two people coming in to help him. And then it just became exceptionally difficult with the way that Effect turned things around, but we'll leave that be as now Tiamba and Weibo going for a fight. I believe it's a 3v2 at the moment. Weibo trying to see if they can actually get into the house here. 2v2, managing to get down yet another knock. One last member left alive for the side of Tiamba. He's not even in this wizard tower right now. Tiamba has been fully eliminated.
Wow.
Last member must have been taken out by the side of KN, and now we move over to Thunder Talk and their fight. With
What is
the
happening?
side of the Kinotrop Gaming, Ozzy-san will get knocked down. Tamer's in the water. He gets in the buggy. AJ's in the car. Both players might be able to see each other actually, and AJ's forced to run, or rather swim away, as Thunder Talk are left with one person, and Kinotrop Gaming survive with the full lineup.
This is wild stuff coming in over to the riverside. There he goes. AJ will be getting taken out there, but by Tian from LGD there. So that's going to be the final player of Thunder Talk going on down. Very, very early elimination from them, but that's just what the zone does to you. When it goes down to Rozhok like this, it is going to be a really tough rotation for a lot of these teams. A7 on your screens right now, going to be no exception. They got to get down to the other side there. Team Spirit do take out Void Donkey at the end of the day, so that fight was well fought. Lose only one for Team Spirit, so they're still up as 3. Should be able to get something done with this, but they're in the same boat as A7 right now.
That they are, but Alpha 7 is currently in the lead in the overall ranking. I believe they managed to get themselves just one of those elims, and then they kept on going. LGD also with the full lineup still available. And okay, well, thank you very much, Neptura, for the update.
Yes.
Yeah, it does seem like Max has picked APG to be the team to win. And this happened before they lost a player, so thank you, Max. But we'll get back to that later, as now Matic is focusing on Divine and the side of Reject. They already managed to get a knock. That's a second as well. Kitsune will go down by Reiji. Now it's up to Reiji and Divine. How close is Divine to be able to assist in this situation? Effect is a little too far out. It's a 2v1 at the moment, but Matic will be able to take that fight on his own. And all of a sudden, Reiji is going to be the last member left for the side of the Reject. Quite a lot of damage being dealt. And now we see the elimination feed lighting up as well with the names of Alpha 7 and Influence Rage. The Brazilians are attacking each other, but it is Reiji who comes in and steals one of those points, as the rest of his squad is getting eliminated.
I loved that push by Team Spirit. Rejects just had no idea what was going on, and Reiji Osio somehow did not see him in the back there, but BTR now the next to fight. WBG coming in there. In the house, Federal says absolutely not, be gone. And that's going to be the end of that for now as everybody starts to crowd on into Rozhawk. Once again, we have to say, DRX in the middle of zone again. They really know how to pick their spots.
They really do. Their rotations so far in these first 2 games have been on point. They just need to be able to combo that with some fighting ability and get themselves a chicken dinner. They're currently 9 points in 5th place. Not too shabby after that first game. Now it's just about making the most of this game with the position that they have. Kinotrope, very silent in game 1, very loud in game 2 with the 4 eliminations that they have secured for themselves so far. Things go back to being calm up until the zone starts shifting and it starts moving and dictating to where the teams should be playing. Now, DRX under quite a lot of fire from Miaula here, forcing DRX to go back a bit. Now, but both teams have to get into the zone, though.
Yeah, I think I was looking at DK over into Rozhawk there, not DRX, because now they're trying to move on in. VP, nice little split coming in from Vampires, actually. Nice little off angle to really start squeezing DRX here, and that's going to mean that they just want to move out as soon as possible. Sook with the explosive bow does get Federals from VTR there just in the Elin feed. We have to mention that. Chips now taking some work with the 4x AK single fire. Okay. I love that for him. That was a really, really nice little knock there. That's really going to bring DRX down to a solo. There we go. Youngbin, the next to fall here. And that's just going to be this final player, QX, yes. Just going to be, I mean, this is all you can do, right? You got to pick a house, stay in it, and shush until it's a little bit better points-wise.
That's the goal for these teams. Get as many points as possible, and obviously stay as close as you can to first place. Because like we mentioned, Smash rules when it comes to day 3 is essentially first place's points at the end of day 2 plus 30. That's what you need to get past, and then get yourself a chicken dinner to end the day. Now, Team Secret, Spirit were able to, I would say, get back to their strength of 3 players. They should be rotating across the bridge. But Alpha is lying and waiting for that move. But Spirit might be able to use the high ground to do some damage, maybe?
Maybe. The thing is for Team Spirit, right, is you got A7 and then APG right behind them. So even if you make it out alive from A7, APG are waiting to take those final shots and send you back to the lobby. So Team Spirit have to play this very, very carefully. They are outside of zone. They could theoretically take the north side, right on the other side of the river. There is a little bit of space in this new zone that they could take. Is it risky? Is it open? Yes. Is it better than 4v4ing Alpha 7 and then APG? Absolutely.
Well, let's see what choice they decide to make. We're looking at DK at the moment, as they are trying to just make sure they don't allow Kinotrope to get closer and closer.
Pata nih.
Fabian, no